Oh, hey, Sinvicta.
Hello, Northernlion. How you doing?
4-2. I'm doubled
4-2?
up. I don't feel great. I'm under the gun. I'm trapped in the corner getting riddled with punches. Just holding my arms up and waiting for the pain to stop.
All right, well, if you want to block punches, you shouldn't hold your arms up.
Isn't that what you do? I thought you go like this. You can't
I'm assuming on the camera you're tapping your chest and then putting your arms out like, come at me, bro.
No, it's like a Rocky Balboa sort of closing the window in front of yourself. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're talking about the Philly block. I see.
Yeah,
Philly style. That's how Tyson used to do it. But no, I think I got lucky. We did have a softball last week with those cities ones.
Yeah.
So again, I don't know if that diminishes from my win, but
I don't think so.
You know, either way, it's been close as always, and if patterns follow patterns, then you should win today.
Well, if patterns follow, you should be up 6-3 by the end of this week.
Well, here's the open.
Well, 3, 2, 1, start challenge, and best of luck to you.
Good luck. We have taken, from what NL tells me, a user submitted pool of maps called a diverse world, which I think people have also been leaving in the comments.
Yeah, apparently there's just a collection of, like, you don't have to make custom maps with just 5 locations. You can make custom maps with this one has 14,000 locations. So I should let people know that it's hand-picked.
It is hand-picked.
Which means, you know, we'll probably get a little bit less of, well, it says no bad camera, which is fantastic.
Yep.
And it also says diverse locations. So probably we're going to get a little bit less Russia. I don't know where else we get too often. Maybe a little bit less, like, Midwestern bad camera, America, Australia, but...
Well, hopefully they've spread it out. I mean, that's, from what I understand and what you were telling me, it was we're looking at something that, like, someone has actually gone through and made, like, all this stuff. So none of it's randomly generated.
No, and I mean 14,000 hand-picked locations is pretty great. I will say I know the country for sure.
I thought I did. Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I found the city.
Yeah.
It was not in the country that I was looking at.
It's not it's not a country that people necessarily would be their first guess. But
yeah.
I mean, and this is not a joke, as you might expect. I learned world capitals when I was on the trivia team in high school. So as soon as I say, I'm like, oh, Tallinn, dude, it's easy.
See, I'm not familiar with. We rarely get this country. I mean, like, you know what country you're in. Let's not be.
Yes,
I will say the country just so people don't think I'm trying to be sneaky here. I don't remember the last Estonian guess that we've gotten.
Yeah.
So now it just comes down to how far are we? I'm looking at the sign. I see one of the roads, E67.
Yes. I mean, I see the intersection. Not the intersection we're on necessarily, but I'm like,
let me go back to this one.
There's just too many roads. Like,
well, I was scrolling. What I was doing, I was actually scrolling through to see. I was like, it sounds a little bit Polish, but also the double dot on the A. I was like, that doesn't seem. That's not Swedish.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was
Polish.
a chance you would think it was somewhere else in Scandinavia. I'll just apologize in advance as well, because I always get it, wrong. There's Scandinavian countries, of which this is not one. There's Baltic countries, which I think this is one, because it's on the Baltic Sea. And then there's Nordic countries, which this is not one. But, it's one of those things where I'm like, come on. Why you gotta complicate it so much?
There's too many labels in the world these days,
The thing is, Europe, they had, like, so much history to get friendly with people and then angry at people, and then, oh, this duke married this duchess, and now this country is twice as big, but now their brother has a claim on the throne, and it's all split. North America wasn't like that, I mean,
Yeah.
for a multitude of different reasons, but it was kind of like, hey, we landed here, and you know, now we've taken over the entire country. So
yeah, it was less like Westeros, more like Dorne.
yeah, it's more like Dorne, exactly.
Yeah. I kind of wish that, like, I think the intersection, like, I found 8, I found 4.
Oh, I have not found 8, actually.
But,
so I'm very envious of you right now.
We're traveling west, so, you know, it's like, this is such a weird, it's like, it's got the print symbol on the, like, or sorry, the artist formerly known as Prince.
Oh, yeah, I was wondering. I was like, Prince, who's that?
Oh, yeah, it's the Prince of Estonia. We just call him Prince.
Prince Talon.
Yeah.
Well, it would help if I wasn't looking at the wrong country the whole time, but
we got 20 seconds. So
yeah.
I wouldn't be mad if you were looking at the wrong country because I just gave it away then.
No. I scrolled too far south.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna assume this is the road that we're on.
This is like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say here because it looks. Right.
Maybe split the difference.
Ooh. Wow.
I got 49.87. You got 5,000.
Dude, I was 123 yards away.
That's incredible.
That is actually the best guess I've ever gotten in Geoguessr. That's the closest I've ever been.
That's a 5-star, no doubt.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, good start. But again, it's practically a non-lead.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's like, yeah. I mean, that's fair. It is 13 points.
Yeah.
Okay.
Prados. Hang on.
Dude, piscinas. Canchas de car wash.
Yeah. Salones para eventos y mucho más.
I know what mucho más means, so.
It means very more.
Yeah. Maybe it's like, hey, you can get your car washed, but it doesn't cost too much. I don't know. Beats me.
Transportes Andrea. And she needs. Oh wait, that is an alligator. It's an alligator and what looks to be a gorilla on this sign.
Okay, not in the wild.
No. But they're cartoon, but it also looks like they have bullet holes in them. So just
Harambe, something.
Maybe, yeah.
Something
I'm
out
observating.
For Harambe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, your Croc's out for Harambe.
The question always becomes: is this North America? Well, is this Mexico, or is this Central America, or is this South America? That's the trick.
I'll almost bet you that we're not in Mexico. It's either going to come down to Central America or like Argentina or Peru.
I agree on the not being in Mexico.
This is a little bit too tropical foresty looking. Tienda Margarita.
Margarita is like it's a Spanish pizza, right?
I have no idea. I've made hundreds of martinis and margaritas in my time, but never stopped to think about that. Did you see that video? Speaking of Harambe, this is I'm bringing it all back here. Speaking of that video, did you see the video this past week of the bison ramming the little girl while her parents are running away from it?
I did not see that. Was it at a zoo?
I believe it was at I believe that it was in Yellowstone.
Okay.
Apparently,
all right.
there were a group of tourists there that were they were observing this wild buffalo, and apparently they were all close enough to pet it. Well, the buffalo got sick of that and then charged one side of the group. Jeez. This little girl, this 9-year-old girl's parents ran away, and the girl was right in the line of fire. She got flipped up and over. But she didn't die, by the way. I'm not saying this is like a gross gore shock value thing.
That's good.
She didn't die. But the thing is that the debate started raging whether or not they were going to put down the buffalo. Yeah. And it was hearkening back to our dear friend Harambe.
It's a tough issue, right? The buffalo's just doing what buffaloes do. You're going into the buffalo's world and then going oh, it attacked me.
I mean, it's just look up Cat Williams talking about tigers. They're just doing what they do.
We had kind of they were not even close to that level of violence, but there were people that were hanging out on basically the ocean. You know, there's docks and piers and stuff like that. And then this lady was like kind of hanging out on the dock, and then a sea lion pulled her in. And
yeah, that was a girl. Right?
Yeah.
The little girl. Yeah, I saw that was a couple years ago.
And you know, people were like, but I feel like proud of my country because people were mostly like, hey, like don't let your kid play near the end of the dock because they're gonna get pulled in by a sea lion, you know?
Yeah, they were Asian tourists, and apparently they were feeding the sea lions beforehand or something. But
I mean, I didn't do a great job of explaining it, but that's because I'm scrolling through.
I've found the road, by the way.
What?
And it was in the country. If well, I'm not going to give you hints on this one. I'm sorry.
That's very fair.
It's not Mexico. I promise you.
I believe that.
But I did see a road sign, and the actual road for this country is pretty easy.
Same, but oh, you know what? I don't think I found the road, but I think I'm in the vicinity.
Okay. But in America, it would be, is it time to start panicking about the sea lion crisis?
The sea lions are taking our kids away, yeah. I feel like here, people, you know, in British Columbia, I guess, by the way, I'm 47, 43.
Okay, I'm going to make my guess here.
I'm going to assume.
Wow, you actually beat me.
Really?
I found CA9, but I was just too far south. You beat me by 99 points.
I'm up by like 60 or something.
89 points. But yeah, great. I mean, again, 5-star.
Lucky, yeah. People in BC are, well, at least in the Vancouver area, are so like nature focused that I think like you could get mauled by a bear in like downtown Vancouver and they'd be like, well, what were you doing antagonizing the bear? There's negative aspects to it, but then there's also positive aspects to it, which is like when you do some dumb stuff and an animal like does what an animal does, people are like, well, what'd you think was gonna happen, dummy?
It's like, oh yeah, these things are actually wild.
Yeah, they're not part of society. The sea lion or the bison doesn't know that, you know, in the human mindset, we're the king of the castle. Bison probably barely even knows human beings exist.
Well, I'm pretty sure they probably know.
Well, I mean, if they're in Yellowstone,
they have been hunted for.
Well, yeah, but they don't pass on that information like, you know, through oral histories or something. You know, it's not like when a bison is born, the bison mom is like, be careful of if you ever see a creature walking on two legs, you know, fear it.
Actually, according to Joe Rogan, all animal generations inherit their ancestors' memories.
I'm just gonna be honest with you. Joe Rogan is the host of television's Fear Factor.
He was
until the horse semen incident. Yes,
it was donkey, but yes,
donkey. That's right.
True. It was donkey semen and donkey urine.
I would trust Joe Rogan's opinion on honestly a lot of things. Mixed martial arts, laying in a pit of live eels or something like that. I would trust, and probably DMT, the spirit molecule. I might not trust his opinion on zoology.
He's an insightful guy. I mean, if anything, his podcast is entertaining, is what I tell people. I don't necessarily believe all the stuff that him and the bros talk about, but they do bring up. He's a good interviewer. I think he asks really good questions. He asks the right questions to the right people. That's what makes it entertaining.
Does he actually believe though that animals pass on their memories?
He believes that animals in evolution. Animals somehow retain the knowledge of previous generations. That's how they learn. That's how they pass down.
You are allowed to believe dumb stuff. That's okay. Doesn't really bother me. That's a principle of evolution called Lamarckian evolution or Lamarckian inheritance that was debunked in like the 19th century.
All right.
But, you know, I harbor beliefs that I'm like, this is irrational, but in my heart of hearts, you know, I guess I believe it. So I'm not gonna...
Yeah, just let him believe whatever they want him to believe.
Yeah, more or less. Like, I mean, as long as he knows that, like, he's wrong.
Been debunked.
Yeah, but like, he can still harbor in his head the idea that, like, you know, I know it's been debunked, but I don't really think it's been debunked.
For the record, I don't believe him.
I would not
don't
believe
agree
him
with
on
that.
this subject.
I'm down to looking for the street. I found... Maybe not. I'm looking for the... I have to find the right district first.
I mean, we know the country, obviously.
Yes.
That's basically where I'm at, and then I'm operating on the assumption, and you should not reply to this, but I'm operating on the assumption that this is the largest city in that country, because yes, okay, now I have that confirmed.
I would say that is an excellent guess.
And now I need to find the most downtown Kentucky Fried Chicken in Budapest.
The thing is, they have districts, right? So I know what district we're in because I'm looking right at the sign that says the district, but I can't find the district because nothing is. It's labeled like Canadian labels are. They got like 176 Blue Bus M5.
What the heck does that mean?
You had to tell me, brother. You're the one living over there.
I don't live in Hungary, Sinvicta. I live in Canada. Our signs are in English. I don't know what any of this stuff means.
I do, I will say that I appreciate that they represent their districts by Roman numerals.
Dude, I don't know.
I can get down with that.
Yeah, oh, I see District 9. Yeah, I just found District 9.
Yeah, District 9. Unfortunately, it's not that district that we're in.
Well, you've given me the keys then.
All right.
We're in Clearly District 22.
Yep.
That's
I
all
don't know
right.
where this district. I can't find it. I'm just gonna get more towards the center, I guess, because I'm not sure if this is the right direction. I got you by 20.
Yeah, dude, it's another good location.
Yeah. It's almost, in a weird way, this is almost a better version of the easy softball that we had for that one last week.
Because we're not like, I mean, the one that we had was like European cities, and then it was just
we got London twice, and we got Paris twice, and then Amsterdam once. So it was like, come on. At least this one, like, wow, okay.
Yeah.
At least this one we are, flexing our knowledge here of what we've learned over years of playing this game.
Dude, I'm like embarrassed by my geographical knowledge of the Middle East. Like, I know. Well, yeah, I know where UAE is. I know where Saudi Arabia is. I know Afghanistan, Iraq. I guess at some point you wouldn't call it the Middle East, but the Levant. But like I know where Israel, Palestine, Egypt, etc., are. Turkey, obviously. Once you get onto the peninsula, Yemen, Oman, Jordan, like Qatar, I gotta scour the map.
This has to be the only. Well, I mean, this place. If it's the place I think of, which I think it is down here. It's been very recently in the news.
Really?
Yes. If this is the correct plot, it's not the country. At least I don't think it is. That's been in the news, but I think it's the country which is a hop, skipping, and jumping away. I think.
Did Spider-Man go here in Spider-Man Far From Home?
I do not know.
Is that what you're trying to say?
The only Spider-Man movie I've ever seen was the very, very first one with Tobey Maguire.
It's a good movie.
I heard that Into the Spider-Verse was very good as well.
Into the Spider-Verse is extremely good. Agreed.
As someone who doesn't particularly read the comics or is a huge comic book fan, would I like watching it?
I mean, I would recommend it to pretty much anybody. I think it's not a challenging watch. It's breezy and it's a beautiful looking movie, and it's just very enjoyable. It's just and I don't mean that sometimes people are like, it's just fun, but like that they mean that as a slight, that it's not substantive. But
I don't need to be a hardcore Spider-Man fan to enjoy it.
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
It is a Spider-Man movie that contains an origin story, but like it's still very, very, very good. It's probably is up there as far as like the best Spider-Man for sure.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was hearing. I was just curious. I don't think I have the right country. I'm not sure if I
do now.
There is absolutely no way it's this country.
Well,
maybe it is.
This direction.
I need to go back to the start here because this is the only name. I'm only working with 2 names here.
I saw a flag. Let me put it this way. I saw a
really?
picture, and I put us in the right country, and then I saw a flag and went, ah, crap. And then I moved us. Then I saw a sign, and I went, ooh.
Ooh, maybe a subscriber.
Yeah, exactly. Might want to work on the intersection of the roads here, but, you know, who am I to... Who am I to come into their country and say your roads are all screwed up? Like, I don't understand how this happens. Okay.
I see a flag on a bus.
Yep.
But I don't know what flag it is. And that leaves me worried.
Straight up, I mean, my flag knowledge of this country is, or this, well, basically anything in the Middle East or Africa, my flag knowledge is just horrible.
Oof. Man, you could put this flag in front of me for unlimited amounts of time. I would not be able to tell you.
Just wish I could find.
That's a neat mosaic. I'm just looking. I'm admiring the art on the side of the bus. That's a really neat mosaic. They got camels, palm trees, pyramids.
I will say,
pyramids.
This country has one of the. I mean, they have a staggering amount of history. You know, it's like I'm gonna make myself seem like very ignorant in saying this, but
I'm gonna make my guess.
I hope you're not putting your guess in the city of Giza in Egypt.
No, I put it near Cairo, but I'm glad that I moved it because I would have been much further.
All right, I got 49.93 on that one.
Wow.
So I'm feeling pretty good.
I got 38.52.
Yeah, I was off. I was only off by 3 kilometers.
So was that the Jordanian flag?
It was the Jordanian flag, and then there's this is very ignorant, but I know that there's something you can build in Civ 6 that is a Jordanian monument, and I went, I don't know what that is, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, it's in Jordan, the city of Brr. And then I saw a picture of it on a sign, and I went, okay.
You mean look it up while you're playing, not like right now?
Not right now, no. Of course.
I just want to clear that
God.
up for people. I'm trying to help you out.
I have my screen up. You know, you can see all the things I'm doing.
Yeah, I gave that one 5 stars. It's not the guess's fault that I didn't know the Jordanian flag. I've never seen it before, I don't think. This has similar vibes to this guess. But
no comments.
What language is this?
I think I know what language it is.
Do you?
I think I do.
Sanskrit?
Actually, you know what? I have no idea what language it is.
Yeah.
But I know it when I see it.
Okay. Well, I'm in trouble. What are you at right now?
I'm at 19,691.
I'm at 18,472.
It's hard to catch up when you know it's going to be cities, you know? Now this is the classic issue. Is this the same as this? You know? You never know.
Could it be we're finally in this country? I sincerely doubt it, but I'm not able to disprove this in any way. Not yet, in any way. I need it now. This, if I see a flag here, which I have a feeling I'm not going to see any flags here, then I will know what country it is. Or at least if it's this country.
I think you would definitely recognize this flag.
Do you know the country running?
I believe so. Yeah.
Oof, man. If Northernlion, if our Cyrillic alphabet's not up to snuff, I don't know how to rank us here. This is on a different level altogether.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm just hoping I'm in the right spot, but like I'm pretty confident I am.
All right.
To be honest, like where do you think we are?
Well, I want to say that we're somewhere in or near Iraq. I would know the Iraqi flag.
Would you?
Yes.
I wouldn't, I think.
Being in the U.S., being in the lower states, we've seen this plenty. Up there in Canada, that actually doesn't surprise me.
I mean, we're familiar
and I'm not,
with the conflict.
Yes, but I mean, you know, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yeah.
This isn't a bit. I'm just saying we have seen it before.
Carrier pigeons have recently arrived with news of the war on terror. So
yes, but I would almost guarantee that Google does not have a stake or a pass to travel through Iraq.
Dude, I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they did.
Neither would I, but we rarely ever get the Middle East.
It's true,
right?
Because our guesses are always stuffed to the brim with Russia and Australia. There hasn't been room for any other country to fit in. It's
correct. But you're 100% on that. You know.
Yeah, I'm definitely like 100% now. Without a doubt.
You know what's gonna really make me mad is if it's in Jordan again. That's what would be the real kick in the pants. Right?
Would that upset you?
I mean, for us having a random seed and for them to put us in the same, I fully accept I'm gonna come off as ignorant here, and I'm totally willing to eat those consequences, but I gotta say it's hard to tell between the languages and the signs.
I think that's fair. Like, you know, if you don't speak anything in this family of languages, it makes sense to me.
Dude, I just don't know. Could it be this country? You know what? I'm just gonna put it on the. I'll put it on the tri-state area of Jordan, Israel, and Syria. Wow, thank God I did that, but you still beat me though.
I did. I saw immediately the Jordanian flag again.
What? Where did you see that? I'll have to watch your point of view because I didn't see any flag.
It was just on a business's sign.
Man, they put us in Jordan too. That's almost bordering like cruel.
That's unlikely. I definitely think that's unlikely.
Man, I mean, I can't rate that one because I didn't see the flag that you did. So I'll let you rate that one.
Dude, I gave nonstop fives. I was just fives all day, every day.
Yeah, from what I saw, I can't rate it, but yes, everything else was fives. So final total, Northernlion, who is not signed in on Geoguessr, 24,622.
How did you know?
Because it shows a random old woman as your.
I didn't realize I wasn't signed in.
You are not, but I finished with 23,332. I mean, both phenomenal scores, but Northernlion only 378 away from a perfect game again. Man, I just can't win on a Monday. It
feels good. I'm the Monday warrior.
There you go.
Well, we'll be back for Wednesday and Friday coming up. For now, watch both perspectives. See what we're doing. You know, Sinvicta's over here, I'm over here. Maybe we're in the same place and we don't know it. It's rife for dramatic irony. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Click the like button no matter who you're watching. It helps out a great deal, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.